Hello friends, and welcome back to the Cook's Cottage. If you're interested in learning how to make this wooden crate, hanging vintage scale, beaded tray, or carrot garland, then please keep watching. First things first, we need to head to the dollar store to grab all these goodies. The largest size of this wooden circle is what we're going to be working with today. Be sure to look over the wood and see if there's any splits or areas of imperfection. If you see any of these, just be sure to make that the bottom of your tray. Something I wish I would have paid more attention to here is putting the glue on the hole where the string was and not on the flat side of the legs. Now, if you don't already know this hot glue trick, you are so welcome. Put glue on the hot glue stick and then insert it. Now, had I gone with my gut and gotten those 2 beaded rings, I would have been able to make a tiered version of this. Either way, I think it turned out cute, but I might be making a trip back to the dollar store to make this tiered version happen. Now you may notice there are 2 different shapes on the sides of these boxes, and all that I really cared about was that the box sizes were the same. In the end, you're not going to see the shapes. These wooden slats were a little bit too long, so I did make a mark on them and had my husband cut them down for me. wood stain did take differently to each of the wood slats, but I really didn't mind it because I felt like it added more character to the piece. Just so you guys are aware, I did have to get the tabs as well as this moss or straw off of Amazon. I believe I've seen both of these things at the dollar store before, but my dollar store did not have either of these items. I bought this garland over the fireplace last year. I believe it was from Target, but when I saw the carrots from the dollar store, I knew I could make it so much cheaper than what I paid for. So for this, I just use whatever felt I already had around the house, which is why it's white and not orange. But something to note here is where I placed the string for the actual garland, I should have gone up a lot higher because the carrots were a bit top heavy. So I was indecisive when I was making this scale if I was going to use the garden dish or this oval plate. I did not end up using the oval plate. I did end up going with the garden dish. This is just a blank piece of paper, but it's going to come in handy in just a minute. While the spray paint was drying, I found this clock picture just on Google, and it took me about 2 tries to get the size right, but that white piece of paper that we cut out for a size reference is what we used to figure out which sizing we needed for the clock. When I was at the dollar store, I actually tried to find a clock, but they didn't have any, so the mirror does just as good of a job. I just spray painted the whole thing first, and then Mod Podged this down. scale to have a more vintage old look. So I took some gray paint, brown paint, and white paint, mixed it together, and used this dry brush to rough up the edges. And using that same dry brush and the same paint colors, I use the exact same concept for the gardening dish. Now the placement of this vintage scale is very short-lived over here. I just had it here so I could reach it better while I put the zip tie on the back. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know which DIY was your favorite. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!